Hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Revalo, cake decorator, coach, and teacher, and I am here to empower my fellow cake artists to be creative and to work together as a tight cake community by providing information and opportunities for all, regardless of their level of expertise and knowledge. If you are a cake artist, cake decorator, baker, or cake enthusiast and want to be coached for success, this podcast is for you. Let me help you set achievable goals, understand that managing your time, having a positive mindset, understanding your customer, selling, using social media for your cake business, and knowing how to teach your craft are all as important as flour, sugar, and eggs. Let me share with you what has worked for me, all from a very personal and down-to-earth perspective. I want for you to put your name out there, not to be stressed with time and working hours, and to participate in cake collaborations and competitions, so one day you will be that cake artist featured in a cake magazine or teaching at international events, just like me. Welcome to the Art Cake Coach podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Saracino, not only because I use their products, especially their sugar paste modeling products called Pasta Model that I use for all my collaboration and competition pieces, but also with their free monthly magazine, We Love Pastry, a magazine filled with absolutely incredible, easy to follow, and unique tutorials created by very talented artists from around the world. We have interested interviews and blogs, and there are always ways to win products from the Saracino family. You can download it for free every month, and I will be leaving the links to their webpage so you can enjoy this great magazine every month. Thank you, Saracino, and thank you, We Love Pastry Monthly Magazine, for being part of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Well, hello, my sweet friends. Welcome to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Cristina here. I'm super happy to have you here. Another day here in beautiful Lisbon, Portugal. You have no idea what just happened to me. I just finished recording this episode that I'm recording right now. Let me explain why, and it has to do with what we're talking today. I just finished recording this episode. It was the most epic episode I've ever recorded, and I forgot to hit the record button. So everything that I said was said to the walls of my studio. So I'm going to try to replicate it because it was so good. I actually started the episode mentioning that I am here in Lisbon, but I'm not I don't actually live in downtown Lisbon. I live in the outside of the downtown Lisbon in a place called Cascais. If you ever come to Portugal, I invite you to visit Cascais County, which is beautiful. It's right by the ocean, and it's really nice. I cannot believe, I'm talking to you right now, and I cannot believe I didn't press the record button. But I'm being honest because actually the episode was quite personal and honest today, and I cannot believe that you have no idea. But anyway, I'm going to try to recreate it as much as I can. I'm trying to relax, just deep breath, just looking at my window and talking to you guys. So today's episode is a little bit different. It's about, it's more personal. I think I've been inspired and talking about more personal episodes lately. I miss this because I've been structuring a lot of the episodes, just thinking of things and knowledge to share with you. I have a script. Today, I'm not having a script. I'm just looking out of the window, being inspired by a big tree that I have in front of my window, and I can actually see the birds there, and the sun is rising. It has risen, so it's there in front of me, and it's just beautiful today. So I'm going to be inspired by that and just talk to you. So I came across it was not this morning, it was a couple of days ago. I usually go out in the morning, take my dog out. I wake up, I take the dog out for a walk. And since school started and everybody's going back to their regular life, summer's over, I'm starting to go earlier than usual. So when I get out of the house, it's usually dark, and by the time that I am almost back home, the sun is starting to come out, to come up, so I can see the sunrise. It's really beautiful. And I was listening to another podcast. I'm a podcast fan. And the host of the show asked the guest, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? And the funny thing is that I have been asked these questions before, either, friends talking, family gatherings, games, whatever. If you could have a superpower, we are here in the house, and I'm a very big fan of science fiction. I love science fiction movies, and I love superheroes, superpowers, everything has to do with that. And when I'm asked this question, I usually answer time travel. That will be my superpower. And the other day, I mentioned to my husband, I listened to this, and I was, looking at the horizon, sun was coming up. This person asked this question in the podcast, and I thought about the question, and again, the answer that came out was time travel. And my husband looked at me and said, funny, because you actually work with time management, and that's your thing. And you actually somehow master time. And I was like, oh, whoa. For me, it was like, wow. My husband just said, he said he says very smart things sometimes. And he said that to me, and I was like, whoa, it really hit me that what I always wanted to be my superpower ended up being right now, today, in this life, not as a superhero, my superpower. And that's when I really thought about time traveling and time mastering. Because when I think about time travel, people will think, oh, you want to go to the future. No, I don't want to go to the future. I don't want to know what's next. I really don't. And as the world is heading, I really don't want to know what's going to happen. I want to be surprised, actually. But I want to go back. I want to go back to special moments in history. I would like to go back to meet people that I didn't meet, even family members. I would love to maybe go back even to my childhood and see it from a different perspective than as an spectator, not as a character on the story. Crazy me. But I would love to see, to go back in time. And when I'm talking about it, I said to my husband, actually, that's a way of mastering time. That's a way of owning time, because you will have the power to go back and forth whenever you want. And when you think about time management, and here I go, the time management, that's what I do. When I think about time management, and I'm so passionate about it. Why am I so passionate about it? Why I want to be the best at time management and help you be the best at time management, because it's the idea of mastering time. And it's actually not about trying to fit, and I have said this before. This is not new. I've said this before in the podcast. Time management is not about fixing as many activities as you can, or pushing as many activities as you can in 1 hour. It's about taking the control of that hour and deciding how to spend that time. Because we all have the same amount of time in a day. Every single person on this planet have the same amount of time in the day. We can spend money and make more money. We cannot make more time. We have what we have. So how do we master something that is immutable, that we cannot change? We master it by controlling what we do with the time. We take control of time. Time doesn't control us. And that is a superpower, and that is my superpower here. So when I made this connection and I realized that I'm so passionate about time management and I'm so passionate about teaching you to manage your time, it's because I know the power and the control and the ownership that you get when you decide what to do with the time that you're giving. Paraphrasing the amazing Gandalf the Grey, you decide what to do with the time that you're left and not the other way around. That's it. And this is where this episode goes today. I have a question for you. If you could think, let's do the hypothetical question first. If you could have a superpower, what would that superpower be? Answer that, write it down. Write it down. Answer that question. I don't know what it is. Flying. I don't know. Bending things with your mind. Whatever it is that you decide that you want it as a superhero. If you were a superhero and you could have a superpower, what would that superpower be? And I want you to write it down. After you write it down, think, how can I apply that superpower into my everyday life? I don't know what it would be. Like in my case, I want to time travel. I master time. How can I master time? I manage my time the best way that I can. And I teach others, because that's the thing. When you find that spot, that place, that superpower, we actually learned this in marketing. When you find that superpower that make you alive, that you can get passionate about, that is where you shine. And that's what makes you you. And that's what you can share with the world. Maybe your superpower is that you make amazing, beautiful, tasty cakes and you make people happy with it. Maybe your superpower is that you're a kind, loving person to everyone. Maybe your superpower is that you're very good at pricing and very good at selling, and you're here to make a lot of money and you can do a lot with that money for yourself and for others. Maybe your superpower is communication, and you can talk to people and you can, share with people many things. I don't know what the superpower is, but think about that superpower, because that will be your shine. That will be your area of shining. That will be it. And translate that as much as you can to your everyday life, to your cake life, and just live by it, because that for sure will make you happy. Today, for example, I'm doing this. Actually, I'm recording several episodes today because according to my schedule, I thought I was going to start my day later, and it actually started earlier because, like I said, everybody went back to school and went back to work. And I realized that I had I had an hour that I didn't plan anything for that hour. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to take the best of that hour and I'm going to record as many episodes as I can. And I've been killing it because I've been flowing, I've been inspired, and I've been recording. I think this is the third episode I'm recording today, and I am loving it because I took control of my time. I decided what to do with that hour. I didn't let that hour pass by, let me see if I clean the kitchen, or maybe I just, dust the floor, or maybe I just take another shower, or let me see what's going on Instagram and on Facebook and see what's happening. I said, I'm going to take control. I put down, I turn off the notifications on my phone, say I'm going to do this. And now I have many episodes to share with you. And all of that because that's my superpower, I guess. I don't know. I just want you to find your superpower, to find your place, your spot to shine. That things that make you want to do a lot and want to help others and want to share it with the world. I want you to get that feeling of being a superhero and have a superpower. So answer my question again. If you could have a superpower, thinking that you're a superhero, what would it be? Write it down, then think, how can you translate that superpower into something of your everyday life or for your everyday life? And how can you apply it for yourself and for others? I told you today was going to be a very different episode, but that I recorded for the second time, I have to say this one is as good as the other one. I got almost everything that I said. And I guess I just needed to be inspired again because I'm feeling it. I don't know if you're feeling it, if I can transmit it through the microphone. Like I'm talking to you right now, my eyes are closed, but I'm moving around. It's like I really want to share. If I could just send you that energy, find your superpower and just be you. Be that amazing person that you are, because you are an amazing cake artist. You're an amazing cake decorator, baker, whoever is in the other side. You're an amazing human being. And we can all do a lot if we shine. And if we shine together, even more, even better. So thank you so much for listening today, my superheroes out there. And I will say goodbye, as I always say goodbye, my sweet friends. Stay safe and stay creative. I'll see you next time. As your cake coach, I am here to help you. If you want to go a little bit further in your journey to organize your time, set clear goals, maybe teach, work on your mindset, or set a roadmap for results, especially for results and success, I am here for you. Why don't you book a free discovery call with me? I will be leaving the links here in this episode so we can chat, we can talk about what you really need, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other. Remember, I have just one mission in this cake world. First is to unite the cake community as one and to make you, my cake artist, my sweet friend, understand the importance of investing in you. Like I said, I will be leaving the links here in the description of this episode so you can book a 30 minutes free discovery call with me. And just remember, in case nobody said this to you today, I do appreciate you and I want you to stay safe and stay creative. My sweet, sweet friend, if you like this episode, if you love this podcast, I will kindly ask you to leave me a started review, whatever you're listening to this episode, that is available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and I think a couple of other ones. But in any of those, just leave me a review, leave me a couple of stars or 5 stars if you like it. So people will find this episode, the algorithm will put it out there, and more of our K community will benefit from it. Share it with your friends, download the episode and share them. Share them on your social media and tag me because I will answer you back. Of course I will. And send me comments, send me your review, send me your feedback. Even if you don't agree with anything that I say, I would love to hear your opinion. You can find me in any of my social media accounts. I will be leaving the links here on this episode description. I'm on Facebook as The Art Cake Experience. I am on Instagram at Christina_The Art Cake Experience. Or you can even find me on YouTube, my YouTube channel, The Art Cake Experience channel. So thank you so much for listening. And please leave me your review and leave me your comments and your feedback. I would love to hear what you have to say about any of this episode.